1-week session of Miniwanca Boys Camp. This weekend was really defined by that energy and excitement that you just got a little glimpse of. And all these smiling and bright faces who are going to be departing us are going to be sorely missed for taking some of that energy home with them. But hopefully your homes will be brightened a little bit by welcoming that back in. Over the last week, we've polar beared, we participated in tribal games, we've done an enormous range of activities with our cabins as well as in our interest groups. We've built friendships and community, and hopefully we've learned a little about ourselves and the groups that we lived within. So, first and foremost, on behalf of Miniwanca Boys Camp, I'd really like to thank you, the parents and the families, for trusting us with your campers. We're fully aware of what a big commitment and what a huge choice that is to send your child away for a week and trust someone else with their care. And we feel really privileged and proud that we're the organization you trusted to do that. And so on behalf of all of us, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity and really trusting us and allowing us to work with your child over the last week. It's meant a lot to us as a staff. And to learn a little bit more and show us a little bit more about what the last week has entailed, I'd like to invite Tyler Howard and Robin Denneny, the Challenger and Dare coordinators respectively, up to talk a little bit about the week that
your cabins with cleanest cabin this week. That's right, parents. Your kids do know how to make their beds, sweep the floor, and take out the trash. They showed us multiple times. In fact, oftentimes it was every day. They were doing that every day, cleaning their cabin, taking care of their space, picking up their laundry. Impressive. I was impressed every day.
Your boys were amazing this session. First of all, can I get the Challenger leaders to go ahead and stand up and be recognized for all the hard work you do. These 5 men make my job so much easier. Over there's Alex Maholko. Alex, put your hand up in the air. Yeah, he's a 3-week cabin leader. Also, Dylan Schultz is also a 3-week cabin leader. Sam Shambaugh, he was with our 1-weekers, as was Marco, also a 1-weeker. So we have Aaron Wright over here, also a 3-week cabin leader. Those young men are fantastic role models for your boys. Couldn't be prouder of them. So, how to our leaders. So Robin and Luke have given you all a kind of an idea of what the Challengers do as a typical day with interest groups, polar bearing, nice doings, which include travel games, which are awesome. Where we played some Air Force, we played dodgeball, we played soccer. It's a lot of fun. Accumulating tribal points for the tribal winner, which will be announced at the end of our 3-week session. But our Challengers contributed positively to those communities. Some of the highlights we've had during this week. A couple days ago, our Challenger boys went tubing down Stony Creek, which was awesome. Just a nice, relaxing part to kind of break up the week a little bit after lots and lots of high energy. Last night, we had some open waterfront where we had some canoeing action, we had some paddle boarding. We had some free swim time, which was pretty amazing. We also hung out on the well site, where kids were able to play card games, were able to go swimming in Lake Michigan, even though it was really, really cold that day in the water, but it was still a lot of fun. And every morning at Morning Stretch, which is some time for our community to spend some time together, they were issued a challenge for the day, which I issued them and then checked in with them at the end of the day to see how they accomplished it. Whether it was meeting new people or discovering a little bit more about what it means to contribute positively to their communities. And this week was possible because your boys were so amazing. Couldn't be prouder of them. So thank you again for allowing us to have your boys for this past week.
7:50 every morning. 7:50. So early I can't even remember. We would have our cabin leaders walking throughout the bay, and they would be giving a nice loud "Polar bear, polar bear, who wants the polar bear?" At that time, a lot of our young men here would get up out of their bunks. They would go down to Stony Lake. They would stand on the docks, and then they'd be asked again, and I'll let them demonstrate this for you. So here are the young men that every single day this week went down and polar bear. I think mostly they did it so that way they could count it as their shower. But I think that's just, my opinion. Hopefully they shower. So, if I call off your name right now, please come up here and see Karen, all right? James Barrett, Dean Waters, Marco, Jared, David Johnson, and Michael Stockman.
Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, please come on up and see Tyler, Owen, Jacob, Nathan, Hayden, Seth, Jack, Jackson, and Nick.
Yay!
These next two gentlemen, please come on up and see Robin. We have Jeremy and Omar.
Yay! Omar!
All right, gentlemen, if you just got your polar bear shirt, please go ahead and stand on up. All right, gentlemen, polar bears, let me hear your yell. Polar bear, rah, rah, rah. Polar bear, rah, rah, rah.